day that we're going to be bringing this thing back home. Got everything ready to go and it's going good. We got the new oil filter, so now we need to put it in. It's this bottom one, so we need to figure out how we could get around this top one, or if we'll just have to take the top one off too. It's definitely coming out of there. Look at that, that thing's just coated. I don't know how I'm gonna get in there without having to take the top one off.
You should be able to finagle it.
Do you have your flashlight that you always bring everywhere?
Make sure there's stuff. See how you have pine needles up where it's gonna come off? Make sure it's cleaned over there, so you don't have a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Really just slipping it, sliding on me.
You gotta hold this. Okay, hold on. See it?
Yeah.
In order to get straight.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
And then we can.
Wow. So, you can just get your other one. Just show us that.
That's the hole.
Huh.
They're the same thing. 70 years old? Well, this is probably from the early 2000s. Modern day.
Where's the hole on that again?
Right there. That's what was causing us all our strife.
Just get it as tight as you can with your hands. That's usually good enough.
I wish there was an actual fill plug. Because like I swear, on all the others, they have plates like those that you just pull that off and then you just pour it straight in there. But on this one, we have this little valve here. Well, this little fill plug.
Outside to fill.
This thing's empty. It's gonna take a little bit. Now we gotta see how I cut this funnel, a line here and then there, and it's like stairway practically. I gotta fold it over and shove that dang thing in. You don't lose much, but it takes forever, and you have to fill it up. Since I forgot a cup, a red Solo cup would be the best, or like that little beaker you have. We just pour it in there, but we have to use this funnel with a glove stuck in it.
Oh, dude, I bet Tom has something.
Now that's left, right?
It's gonna come towards you. There you go.
Oh.
Bang yourself.
I was about to say, like, don't push it like that.
It's almost off.
I'm gonna put that back in there. I'm gonna grab like a wire brush or something and clean all that crap off. Because that's definitely a fill valve. Or fill. Absolutely massive. They're for cleaning the insides of the machines. And it's gonna be a little low. There's probably still like 4.5 gallons still in here. Oh my gosh, my hands. That is not fun. Well, looks like we're just above the ad.
You're skating by, huh?
We're skating by. Yep, transmission now is fluid. That's the plate cover for the filters. That would have been the only thing we had to remove if we knew it was coming from the filters. There's one bolt on that because there was only one bolt on it. So we're gonna start her up. We just put hydraulic fluid and everything back together. So it's looking good and ready to be moved. Hopefully we're gonna be on our way.
All right, let's do it. What do you think, Sawyer? It's gonna work?
I don't know.
I'm gonna check the hydraulic fluid real quick, just preventative.
Oh.
Plenty.
Yeah, the first time you pulled it out of there, it was dry as a bone, right?
Dry as a bone, yep.
So what was the biggest thing you learned working on a piece of machinery like this?
How to drive.
You haven't learned that yet.
Moment of truth.
Here we go. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Woo! Yes. Oh. Stop. Okay. Will it stop? Now it's not will it run, it's will it stop. Oh, that's amazing. So the guidance has been go forward and go backwards several times before we make the turn.
Good job, young man.
Well, Silas, what do you have to say?
It's going great. It's awesome. Transmissions, everything's really good.
That's great.
Yeah, everything's running in spec and it's looking good. I'm gonna check the engine oil real quick. You're supposed to do that while it's running. It's A-okay. So when I first got it running, I put this in and I forgot to raise the bucket. So I had it in forward and then I raised this. So it's this, and this, since it's hydraulic reversers and clutches, it's this that's low. So what I need to do is just top this up more, or clutch this first and put it in forward or backwards before I raise the bucket.
Well, let's get you some fluid.
Yeah, that is so much better than what I had to do before. We have a little bit of gas right here. We're gonna send Dad to go get some more gas. I'm gonna put some more hydraulic fluid in it, and then that should be plenty to get us home.
We thought that there was a leak, but then we couldn't find any leaks, and we're thinking now that it's just...
It was just completely empty, the hydraulic fluid. I'm surprised we were able to get the bucket up.
Let's bring her on home!
Removing this oil filter. You come look at the oil. This thing's so dang heavy. Okay, let's start her up.
Make sure you don't get in a bad spot.
I know.
Just go like there, to there.
Yeah.
Back up first.
This is where we realized that even though the bulldozer is running and moving, there is another problem, and it's probably something to do with the pressure. And so it is running until the engine gets fully heated, and then it's stopping. So we're gonna have to get our hands back in there and figure out exactly what's going on. It should be hopefully yet another simple fix, and then we can drive this home. We don't have a big enough truck or trailer to tow this thing, or we can load it up and drive it home. So we have to get it running and reliable enough to drive the mile back to our house without it breaking down. If you have any tips or tricks, please comment below and tell us what you think is going on with this bulldozer. We would love to have your help.
We're having issues with it. It goes forward and backwards, and when it decides to go forward, when it decides to go, it works really nice, and it goes when we want it to. But we replaced that oil filter, and it still stops moving after it warms up completely, which is very unfortunate.
And the oil is very foamy.
The oil is green and very foamy. So this was the oil filter we took out. It was much cleaner. All that dirt's from us putting it upside down. That's what the oil looks like. It's very foamy. So anybody in the comments who does things about this, please help. So we are still having some issues with the transmission. It only goes about like, what do you say, like 30 feet before it ends up just like losing pressure in the transmission and not wanting to move anymore. So it's either a clogged oil filter, which we're hoping and praying for, or a bad pressure line. So hope for the best outcome. Yeah. Thanks for watching.